Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Tina from Tinaheals.com and welcome. If you have your sun in Gemini, mutable Gemini, then this is your video. So the sun sign, all those discussed to death, but I think that it is not, justice has not been done to the sun sign. So I wanted to really discuss in great detail some of the very hidden and esoteric significations of the sun. Now sun in Gemini is a dignified situation because the sun is again dry masculine. Gemini is dry masculine and it's air, it's hot like water. So this is a good placement, so to say, in Mercury ruled Gemini because it gives you quickness of thought. It gives you a quick ability to communicate, but it can be very distracting. So the sun is known as light in traditional astrology, the moon being the other light. And the sun has 11-year cycles when it is most active, and then it goes into hibernation. The sun was in hibernation, and I think about like first of this month, 1st of June, I read this Vice article that said that the sun has woken up, because the sun suddenly ejected this coronal ejection, the solar flare, and it was like nothing the scientists had seen for 3.5 odd years. So the sun is getting aggressive. So doing these sun sign videos and helping you understand the sun, not just the sun, the sphere we see, but the spiritual sun, the essence of everything, helping you understand that may in some way, help me, put my mind at ease, because the sun is, of course, my ultimate dispositor. So the sun is intellectual fire. It is the fire that burns within. It is our spiritual fire. It is how we perceive things, okay? It indicates kingship. So how we will be as leaders, as kings, so to speak. And Gemini suns can be very good strategists, very good analysts, okay? Um, how we will rule over people, okay, as in how we will be as bosses, right? Intellect, intelligence, beauty, motion. Yes, the sun also speaks of how beautiful we will be. So it's a yang part of us. It's a more active masculine part, and it speaks of our soul's mission, why we have incarnated. Okay, I guess that's why the sun sign got such a huge gathering following the sun sign, right? So how you will be judged, how you will judge. So as a judge, suns judges oftentimes have sun in Gemini, by the way, sun in Libra, sun in Aquarius, because these people are very agile with their thinking, okay? Noble personages, honors consisting of pictures, statues, garlands, high priesthood. All of this is what the sun rules over. Okay, it also rules over a bitter taste. Okay, the day is Sunday. The metal it rules over is gold. Okay, the in the sense organs it rules the right eye. So the sun, any difficult aspects, the sun can have you have migraines. I have a sun in the 12th, at the 0 degrees of Leo, and believe me, I've had very bad migraines pretty much all my life, and it always happens on the right eye. The moon rules the left eye, by the way. So now Gemini is, as like I said, as unstable as it gets, but you're very agile, very nimble, very mischievous, because Mercury can be the trickster, Mercury can be the prankster. Okay, very psychic. What people don't oftentimes understand with the sun in Gemini, because Mercury is the psychopomp, and Mercury brings spirit messages from the solar logos to humanity, because Mercury moves in very close connection with the sun. So there's a very deeply symbiotic relationship that Mercury and the sun have. Uh, Very scattered energy, sun in Gemini, I have to say, very diffusing. And like Gemini is like a pollinating energy. Sun in Gemini is like very pollinating energy. This is a air sign, like I said, so air scatters and mutable air scatters the most. Positive, masculine. So sun's happy here, but sun's also masculine. Symbol is the twins, of course, and the glyph represents a pair of twins, the Gemini glyph, right? It rules over shoulders, arms, so shoulder problems can happen, arms, hands, and of course lungs. So sun in Gemini can, especially with the difficult aspects to the sun, it can show up as lung problems, breathing problems. So Gemini suns, I always say breathing is important for you guys. Okay, breathing is super important. Now the native in my experience is tall, stands straight with long arms. Gemini rules extremities, so long arms and well formed hands, because this is, the sun is bringing focus into the hands, into like, into these parts of the body. So you're well formed, okay? Dark complexion, hazel eyes, and brown hair mostly. Native is strong and active in person, very communicative, very verbal, very verbose sometimes, verbal diary of Gemini, right? Sound and acute in judgment mostly, unless they're very distracted and ready to run from one thing to the other. Lively, playful, and usually skilled in with their hands. Gemini, very skilled with their hands. Sun and Gemini could even be good drivers if they concentrate. Okay, could be skillful in business, because Mercury's significations also is commerce, the marketplace. Mercury is the marketplace, bartering for something. I give you this, you give me that. But your sun in Gemini is prone to tremendous change. The key word of Gemini is I think. So don't complete the sentence. Sit in meditation, take a deep breath, inhale, exhale, and just keep saying I think, I think, I think, I think. And the minute this will activate your mind. But Gemini suns, you could be two-faced, you could be inconsistent, because you want to experience so many things all at once that people may find you inconsistent. Okay, can find you hard to pin down or find you too superficial. So you don't want to get to the crux of something. You're always superficial, very impulsive. Gemini suns, you want to hack life. Some of the greatest hackers have sun in Gemini, okay? Believe me, I have been looking at some of the charts of hackers, and a lot of them have Gemini placements. Rightfully so, Mercury does deal with social media. Although Aquarius is the larger internet, but Mercury does have significations with regards to social media, okay? Sun in Gemini, definitely clever, very, very clever. And sometimes people can misconstrue this cleverness as something negative. Like, you're too clever for your own good. So that side of you need to work with, okay? It's our shadow. It's a shadow of Gemini. Don't get upset with me because I'm saying this. It's just a shadow. Every energy comes with every archetype comes with its shadow. So you've got to integrate it. That is what Jung says in the process of individuation. You have to, integrate, purge what's not necessary. See, with the Gemini, it oftentimes, in its precociousness, it doesn't know what to let go of, what to hold on to. because it's almost like an adolescent, very precocious, very mischievous, very naughty energy. Okay, and this is where we see the signification of Mercury as the trickster, as the prankster. Mercury also rules thieves. So Sun in Gemini can also, step out of the legal understanding and thief. Okay, and Gemini is data. So Sun in Gemini, great at data gathering. But what happens then? What happens then? Do you turn that data into knowledge, or is it just data sitting on your hard disk? This is something you need to ask yourself. Gemini Sun, you cover a lot of ground. No one's doubting that. But don't cut yourself too short, or don't wear yourself too thin. There is a tendency to do that with mutable air, with the Gemini. So, take a deep breath and say to yourself, I think. And what you need to think will come to you. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and let me know your thoughts. Book a reading, donate if possible. Thank you.